welcome to my channel Wheel of Fortune Psychic Tarot. My name is Nia, and in today's video we want to find out what karmic soul contract you have with your deceased loved one. You can choose from these three groups today. For group number 1, we have this card here that says the Creator with the number 22 on it. For group number 2, we have a card that says Anima Mundi, and that means soul of the world in Latin, and the number on it is 78. And here for group number 3 we have the Offering, and the number is 64 in Latin. All you need to do now, as always, is to focus your attention on your deceased loved one. Close your eyes, pause the video, take a deep breath, and then just see which one of the 3 cards here calls your attention the most. Do not overthink it, let your intuition decide, and then you can have a look in the description box down below where you find the timestamp for each individual group, so I will see you there. Hi everyone who picked the Creator card with the number 22 on it. This is your reading. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, there's a link in the description box to channel your deceased loved one or to ask about literally anything else. I can answer all questions, okay? But now let's get into your reading today, which is to find out what karmic soul contract you have with your deceased loved one. And look, at the bottom of the deck we have Judgment, very fitting. If you haven't, I highly recommend you watch the video I posted a few days ago, which is a story called The Little Soul and the Sun, which explains why we go through painful experiences sometimes with soulmates. And you know, it's a very sweet educational video about what reincarnation is all about, and yeah, what we learn from soulmates and through pain. So yeah, that's what we're doing today with you and your loved one. See what is your soul contract with them. And the number 22, today as I'm recording this video, it's February 23rd, and yesterday I posted a video about the angel number 222 because it was February 22nd, so you might want to watch that video as well. Actually, for you guys, I really believe that there are messages in my angel number 222 video, which I posted on the 22nd. But yeah, the Creator, you and your loved one, before incarnating into this lifetime, you decided to create something new, something colorful. And notice how this kind of looks like an iris. This kind of looks like an eye to me. So this could be like your third eye chakra, that you will have some powerful insights into karma and your karmic relationship with your deceased loved one in this reading, and maybe afterwards, or you know, on your spiritual journey. Okay, yeah, this is actually the universe telling you that you can get insight into your karmic connection with your loved one and into the soul contract if you become spiritual and look for answers. So that's a good sign here to start off your reading. And I was about to say, look how there is darkness on the outside, and this darkness kind of leads to colorful, amazing, high vibrational lights. And this hand is holding a pencil or a pencil, I can't tell. But what this means is that you are the creator of your own reality. Of course, there are certain energies and certain limits that we all have to deal with, but what you make of it is up to you. And this is kind of the theme for your soul contract with your deceased loved one. So let's get further into this using the tarot. But yeah, like I see that whatever you experienced with your loved one, okay, if it was positive or negative, it does serve a higher purpose. And that higher purpose for you will be the creation of something beautiful, which is kind of born out of sadness and loss, probably for many of you. But yeah, let's channel your loved ones. Time and space are irrelevant. We can do this together. Let's ask Spirit for help and guidance. What is your soul contract? Wow. Three of Swords. I think the last thing I said before shuffling was something beautiful born out of pain. Okay. Know that the pain that you have been going through is something you agreed to go through before incarnating. Okay, that's something you and your loved one agreed to do, which is just what happened, or what happens in that story I mentioned about the little soul and the light. You agreed to go through pain in order to grow something beautiful. So know that your pain is not in vain. It's not a punishment. It's not the universe or God or the divine or the angels failing you. It's none of that. It does serve a much, much higher purpose. So the pain, and I'm guessing that for many of you there might be a third party involved in your soul contract as well, but we'll see. So just know that the pain is kind of meant to be, even if that sounds very hard to fathom and to grasp, okay? But especially painful experiences make us grow and evolve spiritually. So let's see, what's this pain in your contract? The Fool in the reverse. I need more cards for clarification. What's in your soul contract? Wow, the Ten of Swords. I'm not going to take this card. Usually never take all the cards that fall out. This is about extremely painful endings. And this actually could already be talking about your deceased loved one's passing. I'm going to get one more card before I fully talk about this, but yeah, pain is definitely in your contract. And then we're going to see why, okay? But so far, wow. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. I'm not going to take it because I hadn't really asked the question yet, but Spirit is very willing to give you information. What's this pain about in your soul contract? Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles is about patiently growing something. One more. What's your soul contract about? What's this pain about? The Four of Wands. All right. I'm gonna get oracle cards and even my dice for numerology as well in a minute, but let's just stop here for a second. So your deceased loved one's passing was meant to be. Even if you're understandably struggling with this, it was meant to be, okay? If your loved one died young, know that there isn't such thing as dying too young if you consider that we as souls have free will and decide when we want to go, and when our lives in the physical sense end, and also especially considering that we get born over and over again. We go through cycles of dying and being reborn again. It doesn't really matter that much in the long run. Obviously, there are feelings involved and all feelings are valid, but Spirit's message here is that death was part of your contract and the pain that it would cause, okay? Because you're growing something amazing. And many of you have told me that since your loved one's passing, you have become very spiritual. And sometimes spiritual awakenings have to be triggered by something extremely painful. Because imagine if your life had been wonderful and everything would have gone perfectly fine, would you ever have turned to anything spiritual? Probably not. You'd just be out there living your best life, enjoying life, okay? And that's fair. Some souls choose to experience that, but you chose to experience pain and loss and endings in order to find a new path. So trust that for you too, after this painful ending, you will have a rebirth. But it takes patience, okay? It takes investing into your spiritual growth, and you and your loved one agreed to do that to each other, okay, so that one of you or maybe both of you would end up, as a result of this grief and this loss, that they would become more spiritual. And something amazing is growing. And know that here with the Four of Wands card, I see this as the divine. I see this as heaven. You will reunite with your loved one in heaven and have kind of a celebration there once it's your time to cross over, to celebrate that you both made it through this painful karmic journey. You're also guided and protected by the angels, so know that you never walk alone. You are never that lost, that angels cannot find you, guys, okay? The universe is on your side, even if it seems like it isn't. Before you came into this life, before meeting your loved one, your angels also agreed to guide you and protect you, because you would really need that. And this building here kind of looks like a church, and that again represents to me spiritual growth. Some people find comfort and spiritual growth in religion, and that's fine. Other people look into natural religions, into healing methods, into whatever, like stuff like tarot and new age stuff, astrology, all of that. If you have been doing that as a result of your deceased loved one's passing, then you are kind of fulfilling this karmic contract. And here with the Fool card, this is kind of an indicator to me that the pain in your connection has resulted in you being very limited, not being able to enjoy life, not being able to live freely and carelessly the way other people can, okay? This incarnation for you was unfortunately not meant for you to have fun, and that is very heartbreaking. And my heart goes out to you so much, and I can relate so much to this reading because I have been going through something very similar. You might be someone looking at other people being envious because they never really anything bad happens to them, and they can just live life and be joyous and have fun, and you can't because you have your heart broken and you lost someone you love dearly. Know that that's in your contract, and know that even if it seems like nothing is happening, the stuff that's going on the inside and your spiritual growth will grow into something beautiful. And if you pass this karmic test, you won't have to go through it again in the next lifetime. You will be able to reap the rewards, the fruits that are growing here. Okay, I want to get kind of... I wasn't planning this originally, but I'm going to get one tarot card now for your deceased loved one and their side of the karmic contract, and then one for your side of the karmic contract to kind of narrow this down a little bit. So what's your loved one's part in this contract? What's your loved one's part in this contract? The Four of Swords. Yeah, they are the ones who left you. They are the ones who passed. Okay, this is absolutely talking the Ten of Swords and the Three of Swords. This is talking about the passing. They agreed before you incarnated to be the one to leave you behind, okay? So know that even if it hurts, and I understand it, know that it was meant to be. It was meant to be. Their soul wanted to leave the physical. They needed to do that so that you would be encouraged to go down this spiritual path that you would have otherwise not chosen, okay? And it could be that your deceased loved one was very active in that decision in the spirit realms before you incarnated. It could have been that they wanted to help you, that they knew that your soul needed growth, and they said, listen, we need to do something about this. I can help you. I can be the one who triggers that growth for you. Now, what's your part? What's your part of this contract? Some reason I wanted to flip over this card, but ooh, wow. Okay. Nothing ever happens without a reason, guys. Remember when I said, I'm going to take this card. This is the Queen of Swords in the reverse. That's you. The reading is not gender specific, okay? So you can be a man watching this, then you will just have these energies of the Queen of Swords represented. Remember when I said that I wanted to flip over this card and it was the King of Cups in the reverse? And then the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Swords in the reverse fell out, kind of. It was meant to be, like, it totally makes sense. So many of you will be asking about a significant other here, someone you were in a romantic relationship with. Many of you, okay? You lost a husband, a boyfriend, fiance, okay, the father of your child possibly. If that doesn't resonate, don't worry, not everything will resonate 100% here. It's just someone that you agreed to meet and have a very close relationship with, a very close one, okay? Doesn't have to be romantic, but for many of you it will be. You were kind of different in a sense that your loved one was the more emotional one, okay? It could be that they were maybe too emotional and had some mental health issues, okay? Some struggles, some serious mental health struggles, psychological issues, maybe addiction for some of you. Or if they were fine, they were just like really emotional, almost kind of female emotional, okay? And you are the more intellectual one in this lifetime, in this connection. And you agree to come together also to learn from one another. So through your loved one's passing, and also through the pain you might have experienced in the relationship before they passed away, the fact that you were so different also triggered a journey within yourself and your loved one, okay? So you, as a result of this, might have become a lot more emotional because you have to, because your heart was broken. So you have to learn to look after your heart. And your loved one who was too emotional might have learned by your side to become a little more rational, okay? So that might resonate, well, hopefully will resonate for all of you, but know that you agreed to all of this in order to trigger a beautiful transformation. And if you choose love, you now being left behind, if you choose love, if you choose the higher vibration, if you choose the spiritual path, know that all of this pain will be healed, and that in your next lifetime, when you meet your loved one again, your contract will be a different one, okay? And you will reap the rewards of this hard labor here. Wow. Ooh, this is kind of a lot, but I was expecting this. Guys, if you enjoy this reading, please comment and like it. That will help me out so much. If you don't know what to say, just drop a purple heart. And thank you so much to all of you who have been dropping purple hearts on my videos. I really appreciate it. It helps me out more than you know. Okay. So let's get some dice here for numerology. Protect your ears. This might be a little bit loud for you. Let's ask Spirit some numerology information about your karmic contract. Okay. 7, 10, 8. Love this. 6, 5, 5. Yes, 5s are about conflict. So you might be seeing some numbers here that are very specific to your personal situation, a birth date, an anniversary date, a phone number, like anything, okay? You might be seeing that. But apart from that, there is a collective message. So 5 is about struggle. And you know, the saying, no pain, no gain. That's literally, unfortunately, in this lifetime, the mantra, the topic, the theme that you picked for this incarnation, both of you, no pain, no gain. We have 2 5s here, so your loved one must have struggled as well. And as I mentioned, probably with their mental health, okay? A lot. And you struggle now with your mental health, and their passing is a struggle, but no pain, no gain. And if you go through this pain and choose the higher vibration and choose growth, and if you trust that death is not the end and that everything serves a higher purpose, and that you will reunite with your loved ones in heaven, and that you realize that they are not dead, that it's only the physical body that's gone. If you learn this lesson, you will be rewarded. It's painful, but no pain, no gain. This is literally what this means for the both of you. 8 represents infinity. That's just your soulmate bond. So you have spent many, many lifetimes together, you and your loved one. When you first met them, you might have immediately recognized them, and that's because you have spent many lifetimes together, and trust me that you will, if both of your souls choose to, spend many, many future lifetimes together as well. 10 is about endings. You agreed to an ending. Look, that's the 4 of Swords here. You agreed to an ending. You agreed to this before you came into this lifetime, that your loved one would pass away and that they would trigger within you this spiritual growth, okay? 7 is about moving on. It's about moving on, and you are moving. Even if you feel like you're just broken and stuck in your pain, you are moving. If you take that chance, you are moving on out of troubled waters if you seek spiritual growth, okay? It will heal you as well. And 6 is, to me, the Lovers. So I was saying many of you will have been in a romantic connection with your loved one. That's confirmation, okay? But it's also confirmation that, again, you and your loved one are very, very close soulmates. I do not believe in the label of twin flame. That's something that's come up recently, and that's kind of abused by love tarot readers. I'm telling you the truth here. In my experience, twin flames, that you are free, you are independent, you don't share a soul with someone. I'm not saying that that never happens, but all in all, guys, you are yourself. Okay, you are independent and you make decisions for yourself. You have free will. You don't share a soul with anyone. And in this connection, you are both independent, but you are kind of opposites, and opposites attract in this lifetime. You need each other, you balance each other out, you love each other, okay? So everything that happened based on love. That's also what is explained in that video I mentioned. Both souls agreed to go through something painful out of love to help the other one on their journey, which is beautiful. Let's get some oracle cards here now. If you too would like to send in a tarot or an oracle card deck or crystal, I have an Amazon wishlist link in the description box, and other ways to support me apart from liking and commenting are by donating. I have super thanks and a PayPal link for donations if you feel to do so. But let's get some oracle cards here for your karmic contract. Wow. I like this card here. Something about this card, it shows up so often in my tarot readings. Abundance, fulfillment, overflow, okay, that's what it means. Number 43, 4 and 3 adds up to 7. 7 is about moving on. Know that you are not stagnant if you choose spiritual growth, if you choose love, if you choose a higher understanding and illumination, if you choose to not let grief destroy you, then you are moving on to abundance. 7 of Pentacles, look, 7, 4 and 3, 7. So know that you will reap these fruits of your hard labor in your next lifetime if you act accordingly right now, if you take this chance. Yes, Morning Tree, reconciliation, okay. Number 59, which is 14, amazing. 14 is balance, is healing. Know that your pain, and you've been crying a lot, and that's understandable and valid, and you need to go through these emotions and release them, let them go. Know that your pain is not unheard. Your angels are watching over you. They are protecting you, okay? And you will reconcile these emotions and this pain, okay? Once you understand that it was unfortunately necessary to trigger your spiritual awakening in this lifetime, guys. You will be healed. You will be okay. Even if you can't see it right now, you will. I promise you. I've seen it so often with clients and, you know, with my viewers here on this platform. Let's get some more oracle cards for you. Remember, it's a reading for the collective. Not everything will resonate. These are romantic oracle cards, but I will interpret them in a way that they will be fitting even if you and your loved one were not romantic, okay? Let's see. Make the effort, guys. Make the effort. This is so cute because these two kids here, the boy kissing the girl, reminds me of this story that I read on my YouTube here a few days ago. The little soul and the sun. There are two little souls. They're also like represented as kids making an agreement, a karmic agreement. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take, guys. I'm getting goosebumps. Your effort is blood, sweat and tears and incredible brain, heartbreak, grief and loss. But if you make the effort, know that it is worth it and that something great is growing, okay? I know it's hard, but trust me, I practice what I preach. I went through absolute hell as a child and teenager. I made the effort and I'm still alive, so I can relate to your feelings. I'm just giving you advice that I wish someone told me when I really, really needed it, okay? And know that you're guided, always. What else? Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. This might resonate. Some of you might be asking about a parent here, and you know, you had a very painful relationship with your parent. And know that healing needs forgiveness. Forgiveness does not mean approving of awful behavior, but it means accepting it as your fate and then moving on. Understand that everyone who causes you pain only does that because they are broken. That's not an apology for their actions, but that understanding will set you free. Forgiveness means freedom, and you need to heal and free yourself from pain by just letting go and accepting it. And if this is not a family person, what this means for all of you could be that here, especially with the 8, that you have gone through several karmic cycles where you were not successful in healing issues with your loved one or within yourself, okay? And so really take this chance now so that you don't have to repeat the same cycle again and again. And with every cycle, it will get more intense. So put in the work now, make the effort, guys, and you'll be fine. So yeah, that's all I have for you. I hope the reading resonated and brought you comfort and clarity. If it did, then give it a thumbs up, please. Comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on the bell for notifications so that you will never miss out on a new reading on my channel in the future. Take very good care and until soon, hopefully. Bye. Hi everyone who picked this card here. Anima Mundi, which means the soul of the world. This is a highly kind of ethereal psychic card. I'm feeling the energies, and the Roman number is 78. Okay, 78. 15, oh my god, 15 is the devil. And look, we have this kind of Baphomet skull here, so I need some protection here, some spiritual protection. Always ask my spirit guide to be with me. So this might be a bit intense. You have been going through a dark night of the soul, okay? Very, very dark energies for some of you. So make sure you cleanse your energies. Make sure you choose the higher vibration always, guys. I'm picking up on a lot of interference from dark energies in your soul connection with your loved one. Wow, what a start. Well, pile number 1 was so heavy, and like this one does not look lighter in that sense at all. But yeah, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, guys, and channel your deceased loved one with me, or ask about literally anything else, there's a link in the description box down below. And ways to support my channel are by commenting. Thank you so much, guys. Everyone who's been dropping purple hearts, if you don't know what to say, just drop a purple heart for appreciation. I see you. Thank you so much for your support. And I have a PayPal link for donations and super thanks as well. But yeah, Let's ask your tarot cards for some clarification what this symbolism here is about. What is your soul contract, your karmic soul contract with your deceased loved one? What's your soul contract? What's this? The Princess of Pentacles in the reverse. And wow, again, we see, I don't know if the camera can pick up on it. It's very hard to see even in real life. But we have, again, like a goat's head. Goat's head kind of represents the devil. And guys, the devil isn't always the devil itself. It's not always about demons. Can be, but it's just some dark, extreme energies. I'm picking up on some not so good energies for some of you. That's like, I obviously need clarification here about this. What did you and your loved one agree upon in your soul contract? Because if you haven't watched it yet, I highly recommend, to better understand this reading, that you watch the video I posted a few days ago about the little soul and the sun, which gives you insight into reincarnation, soulmates, and why we experience pain. So this reading will make a lot more sense to you if you do. What's in you and your deceased loved one's soul contract? Right, in this case, I'm going to take both of these cards because they both fell out and flipped over. This is definitely deception, being sidetracked. This is a highly psychic card here. The High Priestess. This is so intense for me, sorry. You two definitely are old souls. You made an agreement, and I'm looking at the imagery here and I see kind of black and white, like yin and yang, like good and bad. I feel like in your connection, one of you was quite on the extreme end of darkness and the other one was on the extreme end of light. I also see a sword here. A sword. This sword will resonate for some of you. This could be about violence for some of you and self-harming behavior. Okay, and that matches devil energy. Also, this camel might resonate for some of you in the background. But yeah, you agreed to go through an intense experience, the two of you. Very intense, very spiritual, very psychic. Both of you must be, your loved one, they were, you are right now, quite woke and spiritual and possibly psychic, okay? There is a lot more to this than what I can cover in this reading, I feel like. Also, my attention is being drawn to this spirit here in the center. Looks like a ghost. Like, do some of you guys experience some activity, some paranormal activity? Do you have visions? Do you have visitations? Was that something that your loved one would used to do? Do some of you conjure spirits? I see some kind of like black magic action going on here for some of you, especially with that snake. There is some heavy baggage. I'm just going to tell you as it is. There is some heavy karmic baggage that you and or your loved one have brought into this lifetime from past lifetimes, where you kind of got involved with the dark side too much, and these dark entities, these dark energies from your past lives are kind of haunting you now. That must resonate with some of you. Wow, this is intense, guys. So your karmic contract is based on these kind of dark energies. And the Princess of Pentacles is about like a wish or a plan that has not come to fruition. I'm just going to ask your loved one to come through. What's their part of your contract? What's their part of your contract? Your loved one, please. Your loved one's part of the contract. Your loved one's part of the contract. Princess of Wands. I was wondering if that Princess of Pentacles was you in the reverse. I think that is the case. By the way, the reading is not gender specific, okay? So you can be male or female watching this. I see a situation where some of you are asking about a friend or a sibling here. Others of you will be asking probably about a significant other, maybe like a same-sex connection. Could be that you like both female, romantically involved. But this is very interesting. So one of you is very fierce. You are very like highly energetic, charged and quite passionate about things, very passionate about your spiritual growth. And the other, that could be you or your loved one, was more into material things, and that kind of would clash sometimes. What's your karmic contract about? The King of Swords in the reverse. Your reading is something else. I need clarification for this. And I don't know if you can hear this, but there are voices out in the hallway, and there is never any coincidence involved. At the same time as I drew this card, the King of Swords in the reverse, the door opened on the hallway and this male voice was heard. It's my brother, okay? It's not a demon or anything, but this is like a third person coming in. And the synchronicity was that my brother opened a door and started talking. You probably heard him. That is a sign of like a male person coming in talking, third party situation. What is this about? It's going to get more precise in a minute, guys, but this is just a lot here. What's the King of Swords about? Wow, okay, 5 of Cups. Now I'm getting goosebumps. So there is quite possibly a male energy in your soul contract that you both knew in your lifetime, and this could be a father figure or an authority, like a male authority, could be female but very male energy, a male abusive authority who caused great pain and harm upon you and your deceased loved one. I'm picking up on the fact that many of you are asking about a sibling, and this was a father figure who kind of abused you in a way. And guys, please censor words in the comment section. Use asterisks or use a synonym if you say any risky words, because if you don't, your comment might get deleted. In your soul contract, a negative energy interfered who brought great pain and harm to your connection. And this person interfering should not be there. And they are a result of dark karmic baggage from your past. Okay? This person, they were probably more like emotionally abusive, could have been physically abusive as well, but they separated you and your loved one. This is a very toxic karmic influence. My poor brother, who kind of interfered, like whose voice came in when this card fell out, but there's a toxic interference in your karmic contract. Your karmic contract did not plan this, but know that this is a wake-up call. This abusive person causing you harm is here for you to have a wake-up call. Guys, you need to do something about this. Get rid of this interference. Claim your independence. Claim your rights, your free will. You have free will. No one can interfere with your energies if you don't allow it. Choose love, choose light, get help, reach out to someone, and get rid of this toxic interference. And I see that the divine is on your side, okay? The divine is on your side, but they kind of want for you, now I'm getting it, to make a decision. It could be that in your past lives, you and your loved one were kind of also involved with this abusive man, and you were both on the dark side, or all three of you. And now in your contract, you choose to be a victim of this so that you would have a wake-up call and choose the light side. Choose the light, choose the bright side. You have to make a choice, and I know that all of you watching will have made this choice. You don't want to be involved with this darkness anymore. You are now choosing the light, and that is in your karmic contract. And I believe that your loved one passed as a result of this abuse. And this is heavy. If this resonates, my heart goes out to you so much. But they decided to pass so that you would have this wake-up call. Oh my God, this is intense. I need to really cleanse my energies after this. I'm gonna get my dice here. Protect your ears, this is gonna be loud. Okay, 2. You are meant to be 2. In your karmic contract, it's you and your loved one only. This third party doesn't belong. You need to get rid of them. And you wanted to finally get rid of this person that you have brought along for many lifetimes, I believe, okay? And by the way, these numbers can also have a specific meaning to you and your personal situation, like an anniversary, like a certain number, like a phone number, address, or like anything, okay? We have 2, 14, 80, 056. I'm so glad number 14 is here, and that's the High Priestess. You are guided and protected. You have an angel watching over you. I have said this before, but you are never so lost that angels cannot find you. The divine is trying to protect you from this dark interference here. 0 is a reminder that you can break free and have a fresh start. And in this lifetime, you chose to have this extreme experience so that you would have this wake-up call and break free, okay? Break free. 5, again, showed up in pile number 1 as well, is about conflict. Know that the conflict that you have been going through, the pain, the abuse, does serve a higher purpose. It's there to make you wake up and move on and decide to choose the light always. 6. This reminds me of 666, which is sometimes the devil number. Get rid of any negative energies, guys. Negative people, objects that have kind of acquired a negative meaning for you. Get rid of all of that. You need to wake up and distance yourself from anything and anyone that is toxic. Number 80, that I know that this will be a very specific sign to some of you, because I'm not getting any psychic downloads about what this could mean otherwise. Maybe it's a birth year or something. I'm just going to leave that here. It's not, usually I'd say it would add up to like 8, infinity symbol, but I feel like 80 will be very relevant to some of you specifically. So I'm just going to leave that there. Time for some oracle cards about your karmic contract. You chose conflict. You too chose conflict to experience healing and to choose the bright side and to have a wake-up call so that you will get rid of this toxic influence. What else, Spirit? Wow. Home of the heart. Sympathy. Look at this warm color here, this pink heart in the darkness. In your contract, what you want, the experience that you wanted to have in this lifetime was to choose love, to come out of the dark and choose love. I'm highly reminded of this song, and maybe there's an English version because the artist is extremely famous. He's Austria's like #1 pop artist, Falco. And he has a song, it's called Out of the Dark into the Light. Out of the Dark into the Light by Falco. Look it up. If you don't speak German, see if there is an English version, listen to it. That will be your song, okay? That will be your song. Out of the dark into the light. You wanted to find the light and find love in this lifetime. That's why you agreed to go through pain first, because in order to experience anything at all, often the exact opposite of it has to appear. So if you're experiencing darkness, light will become the next step. okay? Because it's the opposite. If you're experiencing loss and pain, healing will be the next step. What else? Fixing the veil, forgiveness. Yeah, you need to fix your karma. You need to fix your karma, guys. You need to choose the light, and you can always fix everything. It's never too late. And you kind of, yeah, this is about you and your loved one's bond. Together you can do this. Together you can beat the dark energies. And you will find the light, guys. And like 2 and 7 adds up to 9. 4 and 5 adds up to 9. We have 2 9s here. If we get another 9, then I'm gonna freak out. What else? No, it's a 6. But number 9 could be relevant. It's like a reminder that you might be very close to reaching the end of fulfilling this karmic contract, okay? Or maybe 9 will be a specific message to you, but here it says, throw out your net. Preparations pay off. So guys, do throw out your net. Prepare for your next lifetime. Know that this lifetime is the result of a karmic contract, and choose love, choose the light. Always. It will help you free yourselves. 61, resonance, song of the whale. It's a reminder from spirit that what's happening to you right now happens for a reason, okay? You'll be getting many signs from your spirit guides, because you are protected on how to deal with this dark energy and how to get rid of it. You'll get signs. 6 and 1 adds up to 7. 7 is about moving on. Moving on from this toxicity into the light. So connect with your spirit team. Ask your spirit guides for help. They will send you signs through songs. For many of you, through songs. That's why really that song, Out of the Dark into the Light by Falco, I really hope there's an English version. If not, I'm almost 100% convinced that there will be a version with English subtitles. What else? Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith, guys. Have faith. And look, there's a dark man and a lady dressed in white. It's that ancient battle between good and bad, between black and white. You need trust. You need to trust that this is the result. What you're going through is the result of an agreement, and that you will make it out if you ask your angels for help. Just trust. Do not give up. Do not give in. You can get rid of this dark energy. What else? True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Will only, like, this won't resonate. I read all my cards intuitively. True love. Trust in love. Choose love. Trust and love. Choose love, guys. The heart, the trust, the love. That's what you need. You agreed in this lifetime, you and your loved one, to choose love. And in order to experience love, you have to go through the opposite first. So trust that you are on the right path, guys. Wow. Oh, I really hope the reading brought you clarity, guys. And please, like, cleanse your energy after watching this video, and my heart goes out to you. I'm sending you much, much love and light. Thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it. Comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on the bell for notifications so that you will never miss out on a new reading on my channel in the future. Take very good care, and until soon and flee. Bye. Hi everyone who picked this card here. The offering number 64. Clearly this is about an offering here, but if you would like to channel your deceased loved one in a personal reading with me, there's a link in the description box. You can ask about anything else as well, okay? And ways to support my channel are by commenting. If you don't know what to say, just drop a purple heart. Thank you to everyone who's been dropping purple hearts and commenting other things. I love you guys. Thanks for the support. And I also have a PayPal link for donations and super thanks. But let's get into your reading now about your karmic contract with your deceased loved one. If you haven't already, please watch my video, The Little Soul and the Light. It explains about reincarnation, karmic contracts, soulmates, and why we go through pain. So before we come into a lifetime, we make agreements with other souls, okay? Karmic contracts to go through certain experiences in order to evolve and grow. And I feel like in your case here with your deceased loved one, either the divine made you an offering, hey guys, do you want to experience this and that? Or you made your loved one an offering, I believe. Yeah, I'm getting that message from Spirit. You are the one as a soul who made an offering to your loved one before incarnating. And yeah, I'm going to get into this on a deeper level, obviously. And 64, by the way, adds up to 10. 10 is about completion and endings. I feel like you wanted to experience completion through an ending. And that's an offering you made. And an ending is like oftentimes the passing of someone, okay? But yeah, like colorful energies in the dark. So from out of the dark into the colorful light, which is kind of a common theme for all of my piles today. So let's ask Spirit, what is your karmic contract? What's the karmic contract between you and your deceased loved one? What's your karmic contract? A Princess of Vessels. That's kind of weird that this card falls out in the first position. But look, we have hands here as well. That's quite unusual for tarot decks. Hands, a hand. And here this lady is making a bowl. She's doing pottery. She has a necklace. This is about making something. And apprentice, you and your loved one wanted to grow spiritually, but also emotionally. I feel like you agreed to meet in order to grow emotionally. You might have been very rational, intellect-based people in your past lifetimes, and in this lifetime, you wanted to become more emotional, and often something has to be triggered by pain in order for us to have a true wake-up call. Something about these hands here. That is a message for some of you, but we're going to get more cards. What's in your contract? What's in your contract? Two of Coins, partnership. Partnership, guys. I feel like for some of you, you might not. I'm picking up on a very small group among you. You hate your loved one. That sounds kind of, that's a contradiction. Some of you hate them. Some of them, you're very, very angry at them. I'm picking up on your emotions as well. Just a few of you, okay? But regardless of what you're feeling about your loved one, whether it's like love, hate, frustration, sadness, you are, these two coins, you are intertwined. I see an infinity symbol, 8. You belong together. You have spent many lifetimes together. And you are tied together. I feel like there was a lot of tension between the two of you in this lifetime. And it wasn't good. Oopsie, what's happening? The 4 of Wands in the reverse flipped over. I'm not going to take it. It doesn't resonate. And I wasn't ready. It's just the energies interfering here. Like, know that you belong together. You wanted to have this growth together. But what kind of growth? What did you want to learn? What's in your contract? What's in your contract? Temperance, healing, 2 cups. Healing, partnership, an equal exchange of energies and of, mutual, just a mutual partnership, a mutual fulfilled partnership. Know that regardless of what happened between the two of you, if it failed or not, when you came together as souls before incarnating, you wanted to come together, probably for many of you in a romantic connection, to fill each other's cup, to balance each other out, to help each other heal, to be together in the long term to experience beautiful growth and make beautiful memories, okay? If you were opposites, and as a result of being so opposite, there was so much friction and tension between the two of you, know that you wanted to go through that, because opposites attract, opposites balance each other out. So there is a lot of good healing energy in your karmic contract. And whether you were successful in that or not will depend on your personal situation. But what's in your contract? I'm going to ask, what's your loved one's part in your contract? What's your loved one's part in your contract? Justice in reverse. Yeah. Guys, for many of you, your loved one might have done something to you that was unfair, which is why, if it resonated what I had just said, you might be angry at them. And that is part of your agreement. Just like in the little soul and the sun, one agreed to be the bad one and do something unfair to the other in order for the other to go through a certain experience. So know that if they did something unfair, or if something unfair was being done to them, you both agreed to experience this. What's your side of this soul contract? What's your side? 6 of Wands in the reverse. I really feel like for many of you, your loved one really hurt you, and they really hurt you to the point of you wanting to give up and throw in the towel, if that makes sense. You might have had many arguments. I need a clarifier for your card here. The Proclaimer. The Proclaimer. And that is the Hierophant, and I see 2 keys here. So you are kind of the one who is suffering now from this unfairness that your loved one did to you, or that was done to your loved one and your relationship. And as a result, you're feeling not just hurt, but you kind of have issues living a normal life. People might look at you weird for what happened between you and your loved one. You might have, like, your reputation might have suffered as a result, or the way other people see you. You might think of yourself as a failure, and you are feeling totally disappointed now in justice, in life, in, like, you don't see how there is any fairness, and maybe not only your loved one disappointed you, but also some authorities or some important people in your life. Know that you agreed to go through this, guys. You wanted to have an experience that was triggered by something terrible, by something unfair, and what you wanted to experience was forgiveness and to choose love. Okay, you might be feeling really angry and triggered, and this might not make sense to you, but that's why I'm saying listen to that story that I posted a few days ago. Choose forgiveness, choose love always. And forgiveness does not mean approving of misbehavior. Forgiveness means acceptance and learning from it and moving on. I'm gonna get my dice now for your numerology part. Protect your ears. Gonna get some more insight through numbers. It's gonna be loud. Wow, 444. One of you commented on my 222 reading that 444 was your number. If you are watching right now, please tell me that you are here, because that reading is for you, but for many other people as well, guys. Wow, 444. 4 is about discipline, okay? Is about being consistent, is about being in charge and in control. You really, like, you listening, you have to put yourself together, pull yourself together in order to not freak out because you're so triggered by this unfairness. And know that one thing you have to learn in this lifetime is to control your emotions, and know that anger deep down comes from sadness. So work on healing your sadness. Heal yourself, okay? Be good to yourself. That's something you needed to learn in this lifetime, and it was triggered by something awful, unfortunately. Wow, 444. So hang in there, be disciplined, and work on controlling your extreme emotions. That's what's in your contract. And your loved one did something, or something was done to them, so that you would feel really, really triggered, so that you would have to go through the experience of learning how to control your emotions and how to choose love, even if your initial instinct is to choose like hate or revenge. 5, this number has shown up in all of my piles today. It's conflict. Guys, all of you watching, you are all old souls, okay? Old souls. And conflict means growth. No pain, no gain. You agreed to this conflict before coming here. Hopefully that will bring you peace, knowing that you chose this in order to grow, and know that if you resolve this conflict, you will be rewarded. You will not go through the same cycle in your next lifetime. 7, I believe, has shown up in the other piles as well. That's a common theme, and that's something that Spirit really wants for humanity to hear, that you can move on from conflict and leave it behind, that you can move out of troubled waters if you choose forgiveness, if you choose to be a better person, if you choose to control your emotions, if you choose love and the higher vibration. And 20, that's about answering the higher calling. What's your higher calling in all of this? If you put your triggered emotions aside for a minute, what do you think you would have to learn in your connection with your loved one? You agreed to go through something extreme emotions, extreme triggering emotions, in order to control them, balance them, and heal them. That is an offering one of you made to the other, and you agreed to go through this together, okay? So know that you are never a victim. Don't be in a victim mentality. Know that you can do something. You have free will. You can't always control what is being done to you, but you can always control how you react to it, okay? So let's get some oracle cards. If you too would like to send in a tarot or an oracle deck, there is an Amazon link in my description box down below. Let's ask Spirit, what's in your soul contract? Whoa. I don't know how to pronounce this in English, but it's some kind of cactus, and it says abundance of ideas. And my attention is being drawn to these horns. And guys, 2 and 9 is up to 11. 11 is the Justice card. You guys, you are so triggered, and it's understandable, okay? But you're so triggered, you don't see the higher purpose in this at all. But Spirit is saying, if you get too involved with your negative emotions, they will consume you, and you will not see the light right behind you. So turn away from your triggered emotions in this lifetime. Meditate, choose forgiveness, and then you will slowly begin to understand why this injustice happened to you. What else? The wall, obstacles. I see this triangular shape here, Trinity. Guys, 5 and 6, again 11, justice. You were treated very unfairly. My heart goes out to you so much, and as a result, you might be in the dark, and something happened to you, was thrown at you, your feelings were hurt, you might have been stabbed in the back, other people might look at you weirdly for what happened, and you're so disappointed and triggered. But guys, get out of the dark if you can. Do anything you can to just meditate, calm down, choose the higher vibration. Even if you take baby steps, it will get easier. If you change your energies, you will change the energies around you, and then you will get justice and illumination. And never forget that you agreed to go through this experience so that you would learn to deal with your triggered emotions, and that you would learn to forgive. What else? Jack-o'-lantern, treasures hidden in the shade. Yeah, there is a treasure hidden in this darkness. And If you're here, if you're watching this video, you will be an old soul and you will understand that we have to go through pain sometimes in order to evolve. There's a treasure hidden in this experience. You agree to this, guys. You agree to this, even if it really, really hurts. It's part of your karma. And if you accept this, and if you work on it, you will grow from it and not be the victim anymore. You will not see yourself as the victim anymore. What else? What's in your karmic contract? Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. What have I been preaching? 444, control. This unicorn here is kind of a prisoner, but this is a tiny fence. The unicorn could jump it. You don't see how you could just jump this tiny fence and make magic happen, be a magical free unicorn, if you chose to not be a victim of these energies. A Reiki master once said that if you allow for other people to trigger you, you allow for them to steal your energy. Realize how much energy has been stolen from you just by you allowing yourself to be so triggered. So you're wanting to learn in this lifetime to free yourself, to not be triggered, and your loved one agreed to help you by causing you these triggering emotions. What? I just dropped this card. Hang on. What's this? Flirt. This is weird. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. Okay. Maybe a part of you, like a group among you, is triggered because your significant other cheated on you. Could be. But extend your light-hearted energy to others. Know that you can be a role model for someone and help someone go through something similar. You can always reach out to someone it helps who went through something similar, but not with the goal of choosing to get even more heated and talk about how bad it all is. No, just help each other out by finding solutions on how to overcome this. One last. Past life relationship. You have known each other before. Yeah, I'm not surprised. That's true for most soulmates. Know that your loved one, you know them from a past life. And just as the story about the little soul in the light said, sometimes you forget who you really are. You play a role in each incarnation. You play a role. But what and who you really are is love and light. Your soul is love and light. Your loved one's soul is love and light. You play a role in order to live certain experiences. So focus on that. If you struggle to understand why this unfair thing had to happen, know that it happened out of love. And if you think this doesn't make sense at all, then you probably have not watched the video I posted about the little soul and the sun. Okay, guys, that was heavy, but I really hope it brought you clarity and comfort. If it did, then please give this video a thumbs up, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on the bell for notifications so that you will never miss out on a new reading on my channel in the future. Take very good care and until soon, hopefully. Bye.